everyone. Now Roxy's Journal of Stitchery is this fortnight is an interesting fortnight, just simply because it's favourite trims, and I feel like I covered it without realising it when I put all these extra bits on. But however, and this one, however, we can always add more. Of course. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. Us women, we pick up the vibe and we know what's going on ahead of time sometimes. Now I'm thinking, I've been thinking a little bit. I'm upstairs while I'm recording this because downstairs is still not ready and not organised, and I wanted to just be able to record it with my normal setup. Without a wobbly camera, etc., because I'm a little while off recording, I think, in the garage. But who knows? And I was just thinking of, yes, hello Christine, this is from you. I know. I think my whole apron is nearly all of your stuff. your little parcel. Oh, well, that's okay. And I was just thinking of something like that up there. Sorry about the noise. And I've also got this, which is pretty amazing. I wonder. I think I might I'm going to put this on and then see what I think about it. Snip those bits off. Very brocadey, isn't it? I think that I love that yellow, but I think it's nice to have this to tone it down just a tad. I've got to hold it up. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, in the overall, that actually isn't too bad. Quite like it. So, I might just use a normal cotton. My needle. So if you've already seen episode 518, you'll see that I had a visit to the art gallery and went to Geelong for a day or half a day. Well, nearly, yeah, no, but it's an hour drive away, an hour and a bit, so it was nearly a full day if you add in the driving time. Just Huss and I wanted to have a day away for a bit. And now that the weather's getting really nice here, very, very lovely to get down to the beach. So we had a big walk. There was a big Ferris wheel there. So it must be a spring kind of carnival thing set up there. And saw lots of birds and seagulls and had a walk out on the water. They've got a very big, it's like a boardwalk, but it goes out to the ocean sort of thing. And there's a marina there. It's a really interesting place. I think there's a few old ships there's an old ship in one of the photos. Quite fascinating. What else is there? There's a sort of a cultural centre that's got a really old merry-go-round, like a normal merry-go-round, not like the big Ferris wheel type that is in the photos. It is usable, but they kind of tend to keep that a bit locked up and only for children's parties. It's not out where, you know, the public can get to it at night or anything like that, so it can't be vandalised. I think it might be a really old one. I didn't go in there, so I didn't get a photo of that. And just a lovely walk along the water there in the sun. Got a little bit sunburnt. Funny. Wasn't expecting to get sunburnt because it wasn't the hottest day we've had lately. However, it didn't matter because it was nice to get out in the fresh air and the sun. Went to have a meal at the pub. So, yes, I know, Joannette, earlier you had mentioned, but did you get back with Huss? Did you not get back with Huss? What's going on? So we nearly did, and then we didn't, and then we did. So that's where we're up to. On again, off again. My choice. Sometimes I just don't know if I actually want to be in a relationship, but sometimes it's good to be in a relationship. Anyway, we try these things out and we have to, and so let's have a little chat about that. Age. Age. Starting a relationship when you're older is, you've got much more experience, but you also have much more, you know much more of who you are and what you'll put up with, what you won't put up with, etc. So it's very interesting, to say the least. One of my girlfriends said, "You're very brave." Because a lot of my girlfriends are feminists. I just won't put up with some of the stuff that I would have to put up with if I had a relationship. But I think you just have to be very clear about, like, I have been very clear that my need for space means maybe I may not ever want to be married or move in together. It's just simply, that's just me, you know, and I'm an artist and I like to have space. I like to have time to myself to think. I like to regather myself, you know. So I may never want to live with someone in a relationship again. Anyway, that's kind of the way I see it. And I guess you just stick by that. And if the other person doesn't like that, then they can choose to go elsewhere. Not that, you know, at this age. It's terrible at this age if you're lonely. Not everyone's lonely. I'm not lonely a lot of the time. I'm only lonely sometimes if I want to I don't want to do everything on my own. So when it comes to going somewhere like out for a day to the beach, it's nice to do that. And I tend not to do that with girlfriends for some reason. I don't know why. And if Lily was here, we'd be just doing that all ourselves together. We wouldn't need anyone else, but she's having the time of her life. So an update on that. She's doing really well with uni. My other daughter's partner just had, his mum had her 60th, and she lives up there. So Liz, my other daughter, the older one, just went up to visit. They went up for the 60th to the Gold Coast, and Lily's in Brisbane, which is about an hour drive apart. So what they did was plan to spend time last night and part of today in Brisbane. So Lily saw them during the day. She went down to the Gold Coast yesterday with her friend Kate, and they hung out on the beach for the day, had a lovely time. And then Liz's partner Mitch, his family had a dinner. So I had these frantic phone calls and texts from Liz asking, for some reason she didn't have Lily's phone number. I don't know why she didn't. Oh, Liz, always a bit of a scatterbrain. Anyway, turned out Mitch had accidentally dropped his phone in Lily's car, and of course Lily and Kate were already on their way back to Brisbane. So it's just the antics. So it was lucky that Liz and Mitch were staying last night in Brisbane for a night, and I think they're staying tonight as well. So Lily will be able to catch up with them today to give him his phone back. Gotta love them. But yeah, I think they had a nice time, and I'm really glad that Lily got to see, someone from Melbourne and someone from the family, because like she says occasionally, I'm the only one that's been up to visit her when she's in Brisbane. She comes down a bit, but I'm the only one that's, gone up, visited, etc. I haven't been up to her new house, but that's because we knew she was coming down. I nearly did, but decided I probably, if my kids stayed another few months when I was renting the room out, I might have, but he left. He was only here for a much shorter time. Okay, so I'm just securing down these edges. Yeah, so Lily's got this will be the end of, she's done I think one third year subject, and this is mostly her second year subject. So at the end of this year, I think she's just got one half a year worth of 2 subjects or 3 subjects, and then she's finished. So the pressure's on for her to make sure she gets as good a marks as possible. She's been writing, she did a research paper, so she's studying sociology is her major, and her minor is double minor, so creative writing, and she was doing history, but she changed that. She changed her history to creative writing, and she's really loving that. And the other one is, what is her other one? Oh, feminism or gender studies. Same thing, in a way. So gender studies, sociology. So really a lot of that's to do with people in the world and non-discrimination, etc. And, she just, every university course has a statistics class, And she'd be ringing me in tears saying, I just don't get it. I don't know how to do it. Because Sarah and I we're not maths illiterate. When you study teaching, you realise that children have lots of different math skills. And not everyone is good with algebra and, sort of the more logical math skills, but there are a lot of people who are skilled at spatial, and a lot of artists who might seem like they're really bad at maths are actually incredibly good at spatial, and I'm actually really good at that. I'm really good at working out areas and stuff like that, and that is a math skill. So Lily's the same as me in that regards, unlike her dad and Liz, who are a bit more logical about math skills. Her dad was like ducks of the school for maths, so very good with finances and stuff like that. She's having a good time up there, just maybe not. Trying to work out how to get that cotton out. Yes, very good time up there. So when Liz was at uni, she went straight through. She hasn't had a break. So she went straight through high school to uni, no gap year, and did her Bachelor of Landscape Architecture. And then she went on and did her Masters. So she's done her Masters. So as a surprise to all of us, because Lily hasn't generally been known to always stick everything out, and she's been known to change her mind, and I think I don't hold that against her. I think, you know what, that's really life. Some people like to learn lots of different things, and some people are really good with learning and staying with the one thing and sticking with it for their life, and neither's right or wrong as far as I'm concerned. It's just we're all different. But her research paper, that's what started that little ramble on, the research paper, interesting. I think I was just off camera then. Her research paper was on youth or teenagers who could be in like queer communities or disadvantaged in some way, that their home is either unstable or unsafe. So this is to do with sociology. She had written up a plan for being able to go to music festivals, so applying for funding that took them to something like a music festival to see live music because of the healing benefits of music and the freedom of being in a structured way, but somewhere that the family may not take them. So her lecturer loved that so much that she wants her to go on and even do a doctorate in it. So this is like Lily might go from the one person in the family that felt that she was dumb because everyone had bachelors, and I was the first person in my family, but both my brother and my sister and Liz have overtaken and gone and done their masters. She might be the first doctor in the family. So there you go. You just don't know. You just never know what's going to happen with these kids. They've both been completely, both of them, different to any projection or thought that I had of who they might be. And rightly so, because they're here to teach us. But there you go. How's that? She did another research paper where she went into high schools and interviewed, I think it was mainly girls. I'm not sure if it was girls and guys, but she interviewed about the fan scene. You know how some people are just absolute super fans of, you know, like Harry Styles or, you know, big musical acts. And she was just interviewing all these teenagers about that as well. So she's got a very, I actually thought she should be a high school teacher, but she just doesn't want to yet. She might later. She may do at some point. We don't know. All right, there we go. These little endy bits. That's like, it reminds me a little bit, now that it's there, lederhosen. A little bit. just a little bit like some lederhosen or something. Because, you know, they have the little traditional embroidered pieces across the front there. All right, what else? Honestly, I didn't think, I mentioned this probably wasn't going to be a long one, because I do feel like I did add a lot of bits already that are my favourite little extra bits of lace, and I had embellished them a little bit. So I look forward to this week's prompt. Maybe I can actually get something made for through here, something on a pocket. One of the things that I had popped out, now I don't know if I mentioned this, but one of the things I'd thought that I would use, and this was kind of the first thing I'd had as where I was choosing my colour scheme when I had my treasure map. So this is still in my treasure map, but it just doesn't necessarily, I don't know, it doesn't work. I mean, it possibly could work down here. If there's a prompt that will require it, then I will possibly put it on. But I feel that when it's hanging, the preciousness of this is going to be lost. And I do not want to break it down or cut it up. I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful. It's beautifully hand sewn. That's probably machined, but like this part's all little tiny hand stitches. I don't, you know, like I could break it down and use like parts of it like that. I don't think I'd cut this bit up though. So, I don't know, I quite like it as it is. So thank you, little baby bib thing, dress, for, what if it was a sleeve thing, a cuff. Thank you, you're beautiful. Thanks for the inspiration for the colour scheme, but I don't know that you'll be used. Oh, my tub is just full of things from Christine that work so well. Oh, look there, that's another bit. Oh, you just could just keep going. You just keep going for ages. But I don't know, my video's probably got a bit long now. No, that's too close to that. No, no, I'm going to wait for next week's prompt. And I'll try maybe embellish a few of the things I've already got on here. All right, enough. Okay, I will see you in the next one, and thank you so much for coming along for the ride. Bye for now.